cherish every day. Because it could have been completely different. I could have not been here.
That's all for this edition of Dateline. We'll see you again Sunday at 9, 8 Central. And of course, I'll see you each weeknight for NBC Nightly News. I'm Lester Holt. For all of us at NBC News, good night.
Live on NBC 12, this is News Watch 12 at 10.
Good evening, I'm Jessica Jukic. The school district of Crandon says students and staff are returning on Tuesday. The district has been closed to students after a March 14th incident sent 39 students and staff to the hospital. Thursday, in a press release, the Crandon School District says they've worked with several agencies to inspect the school for anything that could cause harm to students or staff. All tests have come up clear, but some parents are still concerned. Newswatch 12's Austin Carisu spoke with concerned parents and has more.
On March 14th, the Crandon School District evacuated for an unknown reason, which was later to be determined as elevated carbon monoxide levels that sent 39 people to the hospital. While the school district said proper measures have been taken to ensure the safety of the students and staff to return on April 2nd, concerns among some parents of students have risen. Parents of a student that wished to remain anonymous spoke with WJFW expressing concerns about their child's condition a week before the evacuation. On March 6th, after 3 p.m., the parent would receive a phone call from the student's teacher saying the student was not feeling well, with symptoms of flushed cheeks, dizziness, and voices being very loud. When asked by the teacher if the student wanted to be picked up or ride the bus home, the student would say they would be fine and ride the bus. The student did mention receiving a snack from a fellow schoolmate before feeling the symptoms. The parents would later take their child to the hospital where preliminary tests would come back positive for methamphetamine. The parent is waiting for more results and has reached out to the school district with these concerns, but has not received a response, while the school board would tell them to express their concerns at an upcoming school board meeting on April 15th.
Thank you, Austin. Today, the Crandon School District sent us a statement regarding the accusations of illegal substances at the facility. The interim district administrator, Kirby Schultz, says they were made aware of a student issue, and they're actively working with various parties, including the Forest County Sheriff's Department, to address the situation. Schultz went on to say that, quote, because this is a student issue, the district is limited as to how much information it's able to share. But it was ultimately determined that the safety of our students and staff was not in jeopardy, end quote. Connor, it was a calm day. What can we expect for our Saturday morning?
It was a much warmer day out there today, but Jessica, more snow is in the forecast. I know it's your weekend. Enjoy it, but please be careful. In the morning hours, roads are not going to be in good shape. So far this season, before the snow arrives tonight, we're looking at 40.6 inches of snow. So far this year, 96.9 this time last year. So much, much more snow last year, almost 3 times as much before all said and done. End of last year, 122.9 inches of snow. Of course, the #1 snowiest winter on record in Rhinelander. This year, we're only at 40.6, maybe adding a couple more inches before we are all set and done. And with that snow, we got this right here. See this band moving in right here? That's going to be that more moderate band moving in overnight, mainly by those morning hours tomorrow. But a wintry mix is very likely all over the Northwoods into central Wisconsin as well. Temperature-wise, though, for now, we are well above freezing. We're talking 40 degrees by Tomahawk, 39 here in town. Merrill's at 39, Wausau's at 39. Same thing towards Mosinee. So for now, not too bad, but we will continue to dip below freezing, which will cause some slick conditions by the morning hours. The winds aren't bad at all. We're looking at a 5 to 10 mile per hour breeze. That's going to pick up a little bit in intensity by tomorrow morning. Overnight, though, wintry mix, temperatures in those upper 20s. Jessica?
Governor Tony Evers took action on 57 bills today. He signed 17 bills and vetoed 40. Governor Evers signed a bill that would expand Wisconsin's crisis care infrastructure for anyone experiencing a mental health crisis. That would allow them to be treated closer to home and reduce the amount of time law enforcement and first responders spend transporting people for emergency detention. Another bill allocates $400,000 for the Nathan and Esther Peltz Holocaust Education Center in Milwaukee. It will support Holocaust education in Wisconsin schools. Of the 17 bills Governor Evers vetoed, one would have allowed individuals with no qualifications or experience to become school district administrators. He also vetoed a bill that would have reduced the tax rate for the third individual income tax bracket from 5.3% to 4.4%. The governor also vetoed a bill that would have required state wildlife managers to set a numeric goal for the number of state wolf. A second recall effort has been launched against Assembly Speaker Robin Vos. The organizers of the recall are attempting to force an election again after falling short of their required signatures in their first attempt. Signatures would be due no later than May 28th. Vos is expected to challenge many of the signatures in the first recall, saying they were plagued with fraud and criminality. Two separate referendums for the North Lakeland School District are set to hit the ballot on April 2nd. The first proposal asks for $5.7 million to upgrade the HVAC and electrical systems, as well as safety and security upgrades at entrances to the building. North Lakeland Principal and District Administrator Brent Jelensky overlaid the pressing needs that a passing the vote would address.
Times are a little different now, so one of the other focuses was just safety and security. A double buzzer, so multiple steps for a person to enter the building. So there's multiple times that you're checking that person before they have free access of the building.
A second referendum will ask for $550,000 to maintain current educational programs. Jelensky noted that the curriculum budget is over 20 years old.
We're running on a 2002 budget in 2024. If a referendum weren't to pass, the next step would significantly impact our programming and our educational offerings.
In addition to North Lakeland, the Merrill School District is proposing a $16 million referendum, while Mercer will propose $4 million, and Prentice is asking for $1.8 million. All of this will be up for a vote on Tuesday. U.S. taxpayers are leaving more than $1 billion blowing in the wind. The IRS says about 940,000 people in the U.S. have not submitted tax returns for unclaimed refunds for the 2020 tax year. That breaks down to roughly $932 per refund. California, with more than 88,000 eligible in the state, with the most refunds available, followed by Texas. The IRS commissioner says that deadline is May 17th. Taxpayers usually have 3 years to file and claim their refunds. After that, it goes into Uncle Sam's wallet. For those who need to file, the IRS advises people to get the relevant forms from their employer or to go to irs.gov. There are a few things more Wisconsin than Harley-Davidson. A local Harley dealership is being recognized for their hard work. The Northwoods Harley-Davidson in Arbor Vitae was just awarded for their performance and being a customer favorite. Assistant General Manager Abby Kamke says every year the Harley-Davidson Corporation gives the Bar and Shield Award to dealerships that do the best in the nation.
They take our survey scores, like basically everything, so how much profit we've made in different areas of the dealership, how many bikes we've sold, stuff like that.
Criteria includes how fast they're able to complete service jobs and the total number of service jobs. Of the 577 Harley dealership locations across the country, the Arbor Vitae store came in 13th best. Kamke says while they have the same tools as other dealerships, they promote more.
So like if customers break down, we go pick them up. We've got a truck and trailer and guys driving, so that we can go pick them up if they're broke down, or if they're coming in for service work, we can pick them up for that as well.
They also host other events during the year. On Saturday, they're hosting Hop into Harley, which is an Easter egg hunt for kids and adults. Heart disease can be a silent killer. Coming up, we'll have a look at what increases the risk in women after Weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
I've been with U.S. Cellular for years now, and I think I'm their biggest fan. They asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers.
Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Wow.
Yeah.
love it. Woo!
Oh, hey. What do we, Steve?
Winners.
I love you.
Right now, you can get 3.99% APR for 60 months on a new 2024 Camry. Visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Marco! Polo! Marco! Polo! Marco? Polo? Marco? Polo?
Get lost in the biggest showroom in the USA. We will beat any deal by $500. Then power your new boat with Suzuki Outboards. 3 giant showrooms of boats, pontoons, and Suzuki Outboards only at American Marine, Shawano.
Meet Doug Dinney. Just a typical politician sitting around collecting a taxpayer paycheck. In the years he's been on the city council, Doug has failed to accomplish anything. Now he wants to be mayor, and his extreme right-wing allies are trying to buy the election for him by spreading lies about Mayor Katie. Don't we need a mayor who gets results? Doug Dinney. He'll do nothing for you.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
US Cellular, built for us.
Welcome back, folks. Get ready, though. Tonight into tomorrow morning, we are talking a wintry precipitation all over the area. Form of snow, freezing rain, sleet, and some rain as well. Winter weather advisories all over the region till around 10 a.m. tomorrow. A couple of spots, especially in our eastern counties. Of course, we're looking at around noon tomorrow. That's when these advisories are going to be expiring. Now, we do have these winter weather advisories because this Clipper system right here, at the moment, it is in the Winnipeg area. International Falls getting in on some snow, even some rain down south by the Twin Cities. A couple of thunderstorms, look at that, into northwestern parts of Illinois, and same story into southwestern parts of Wisconsin as well, folks. So definitely lots of rain and snow is on the way overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. For now, though, we're continuing to see increasing clouds and those thicker clouds really rolling in, but the main precipitation isn't going to start till past midnight. We got to look till around 3 a.m. That's when the wintry precipitation will be moving in the Northwoods. A little bit more of a wintry mix, some freezing rain, some sleet into central Wisconsin, the Wausau area, and then south of that as well. And then Adams County and south of Green Bay mainly going to be a rain event. Fortunately, no snow for them this time around. And then the heavier snow starts to roll on in more on the moderate end throughout the morning hours. I would say 7 to that 10 a.m. period. That's going to be the heaviest snow falling right in time for that morning commute. It is Saturday, though, so less vehicles on the roads, and hopefully folks are paying attention and staying clear from just being outdoors in those early morning hours tomorrow. Definitely looking at some snow as well. We're talking 1 to 3 inches all over the Northwoods. Into central Wisconsin, much less. I do think this is overdoing it for the Wausau area, maybe Mosinee, same story, a little bit less snow as you head by Wausau and south of that, closer to Wausau, more of a wintry mix type of event. In the Northwoods, more so going to be a snow event. Most of the models are agreeing. These are just a few models we look at. They're all saying pretty much anywhere between 3.5 inches, right? The RPM. Euro is saying 2.4. The GEM, that has been the one that's showing the least amount of snow the last few days, and it finally bumped up its totals to 1.9. The NAM is coming in at 3.1. So anywhere around that 1 to 3 inch mark. A few spots will have a little bit more than 3 inches of snow. And we're not only talking snow, of course, we're talking that freezing rain, possibly some ice accumulations up to 1/10 to maybe even 2/10 of an inch of freezing rain closer to the Merrill area, by Wausau as well, Mosinee. I would not be traveling down this way the next several hours. I say anytime around noon, and then after that is when the roads are going to be significantly better. Now, ice is going to be our biggest danger this time around. The winds, not as bad. The snow, not as bad as well. And outages might be a possibility. We'll keep an eye on things. For today, though, earlier today, upper 40s. We did see a couple of lower 50s in the region. Tonight, though, we're going to cool off. Upper 20s, the wind shear precipitation rolling on in. And then the main event by tomorrow morning. Our 7-day outlook brought to you by Northwoods Furniture Mattress does show a good-looking Easter. Temperatures around 45 degrees. Jessica?
The number of measles cases reported in the U.S. has now almost hit triple digits. Latest data from the CDC shows 97 reported cases as of Thursday. The CDC says in more than half of the cases, patients were hospitalized or had to be treated for complications. And just over half of all reported cases were in children under the age of 5. Federal health officials say the majority of measles cases were in people who were unvaccinated. In all, 18 cases have been reported this year, with roughly half the cases in Chicago. There were 58 measles cases reported in the U.S. last year. New evidence shows women who have more than one alcoholic drink a day can increase their risk for heart disease. It's a focus on the risk for young to middle-aged women. Kaiser Permanente led the study that shows the risk rises with more alcohol consumption. Women who have 8 or more alcoholic drinks in a week saw up to 51% higher risk of heart disease. Those who had 3 drinks a day, defined as binge drinking, were 68% more likely to have heart disease. Increased risk were even seen for young women in their 20s. The research used data from more than 430,000 adults aged 18 to 65. Opening days here as Milwaukee Brewers took the field for the first time this season. Coming up, Will Haraldson will explain if they were able to start the year off right with a win.
Come on in. Welcome. Let's do it.
See your local Northern Wisconsin and UP Ski-Doo dealers.
How about a bite of your lemon blueberry French toast for a bite of my strawberry cheesecake French toast?
This is my last bite. Try our new ultimate French toast platters, only at Perkins.
Don't let a storm keep you in the dark ever again. Contact the experts at Christopher Electric, proudly providing backup power services in the central Wisconsin area. Their team will complete the job from start to finish, no third party necessary, and will fit your home with the perfect Generac standby generator. Generac helps protect your home and family from the risks associated with power outages. So don't miss out on this limited time offer. Christopher Electric and Generac. Call for your free home consultation today.
Learn how to train your dog with replacement behavior on What Do You Want Your Dog to Do with Jay Schaefer. First Tuesday of the month on Up North at 4. Brought to you by Schaefer's IGA Crandon, serving the Northwoods since 1935.
This is Ford Truck Month. With amazing offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks. Make way for the event that only comes around once a year, featuring the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Super Duty, the North American Truck of the Year. Get ready and get to Ford Truck Month. Choose FlexBuy on F-150 with 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $2,000 FlexBuy and $1,000 open trade assist cash at your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Coming up on Newswatch 12 today, we're going to the races with Tata Eidemann.
Sounds like a fun time, right? But meanwhile, though, your full Weather Watch 12 forecast for the new work week coming up for your Monday from 5 to 7 a.m.
It might have been a day late, but this season has begun for the Milwaukee Brewers as they faced off against the New York Mets in Game 1. And for one young star, it was an opportunity to show that he is the real deal.
It was an opening day Brewers fans won't soon forget.
To the shortstop, Adames. And an opening
opening day win for the Brew Crew.
After a turbulent offseason that saw Milwaukee lose their manager and ace pitcher, the Brewers seemed to defy all odds and go on the road and take down the New York Mets 3-1 on opening day. One of the major questions for the Brew Crew coming into the season was who would step up and fill the shoes of all the lost veterans. Enter Jackson Chourio. The rookie had a first MLB game to remember as he drew his first MLB walk and recorded both his first Major League hits, steals, and RBIs. He also played some stand-up defense.
Rips one to right. Chourio makes the catch.
New Brewers manager Pat Murphy said he couldn't be happier to see his young star get his chance.
It's not easy to have that pressure and that responsibility that he carried, and maybe I was worried that we threw him into the fire too quick, leading him off against a veteran, a guy with the stature of Quintana. I'm just really proud of the kid and happy for his family.
Another star of the game for the Brew Crew was pitcher Freddie Peralta, who threw 6 innings and recorded 8 Ks. While Peralta had a great start, Murphy said he couldn't have done it without his all-star catcher, William Contreras.
He attacked hitters. He trusted his stuff. And again, I credit William. They have a great relationship, and William didn't have his best day at the plate, which we will see, in the future, but he handled the game.
Murphy also said they couldn't have got it done without the help of former MVP Christian Yelich.
Is back and gone. Christian Yelich.
He had a good year last year, and he's a top-end baseball player, and he takes pride in it. And he's been a big part of Brewers' success here, and he stepped up when we needed him today.
Marquette's men's basketball team has had a sweet season so far, taking their team all the way to the Sweet 16 at the NCAA tournament as a 2 seed. They took on an 11 seed NC State team who has arguably had an even more sweet path to get here. And the sweetness lives on for the Wolfpack, a huge upset as Marquette goes down at the hands of the 11-seeded NC State Wolfpack as they went on to win this thing 67-58. The Wisconsin Wendigo were in action, taking on the Minnesota Wilderness in the first of a 2-game series. This one saw the Wilderness win it 3-0, and with only 2 games left for them, the Wendigo have a small margin of a lead in the division. They'll be back in action tomorrow night. The Rhinelander girls soccer team is just days away from getting the 2024 season underway. The Hodags have their first regular season game on Tuesday night, and they have sky-high expectations going into 2024. The Hodags are coming off of a 2023 campaign that saw them capture a regional championship and are hoping to do it again this spring. Newswatch 12's Drew Chelly visited the Hodags as the season opener is just days away.
The Rhinelander girls soccer team has high expectations going into 2024. As defending regional champions, the Hodags bring back plenty of talent and add a group of freshmen expecting to contribute. The upperclassmen have spent the preseason getting the newcomers up to speed.
We have a big group of upperclassmen that are helping bring in the freshmen. We have a big group of freshmen as well that we're trying to help bring in and teach how we normally do things. So it's been very helpful to have older people that know what they're doing, be able to help the freshmen.
The Hodags have put in the necessary work this offseason as they prepare for the upcoming year. With the opener just a few days away, the Hodags spent their day off from school on the practice field preparing for Tuesday's game with Shauna.
I think we have a really, really dedicated group of girls. Having the dome really opens up some opportunities for us, but I mean, our first week of practices, we were in here doing morning practices, afternoon practices. We're all really willing to put in the work, and I think that shows how dedicated of a team we are, and we really lift each other up.
Defending regional champs have high expectations this spring. With a talented roster, the group is hoping to claim the conference crown and make a run at the state tournament.
Our expectations are very high. We do expect to win a lot of games this year. We have goals set to win conference and move on within the playoffs and stuff. But we do have very high expectations for our team.
The upcoming spring should be an exciting one for the Hodags. With talent up and down the roster and some championship experience to go along with it, the group is expected to make some noise this spring. Reporting in Rhinelander, Drew Chelly, Newswatch 12.
Wanted. Listings. It is still a seller's market. If properly priced, you may get multiple offers. Call Bob Coleman with 33 years of expertise selling in the Northwoods. He is an agent you can trust. Earning your business is the goal.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to work in the yard, tackle a project, or enjoy family time, we get you the right products at the right prices. Right now, Rewards members get a free $10 gift card with $100 spent on estate lawn fertilizer, like Estate Crabgrass Preventer, $32.99. 20% off select Fizzcars garden and hand tools, and 35-pound bags of Blaine's Golden Harvest bird food, just $12.99. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome to Leisure City, where relieving stress and bringing more fun into your life is what we're all about. You'll notice new faces around, but we're still delivering the same great service we have since 1985. Come see our full lineup of hot tubs in a variety of sizes and styles. We're sure to have that perfect fit for you and your family. Check out our full line of indoor-outdoor patio furniture. That's Leisure City, your backyard headquarters of the North.
We forge steel bars that hold up bridges, propel ships, and send rockets into space.
But for years, China's been lowballing their prices,
so it's been tough to compete.
We can't let China steal Wisconsin jobs, so I wrote a law to require American infrastructure projects use American iron and steel.
Tammy Baldwin got President Trump to sign her Made in America bill.
And then she got President Biden to make it permanent.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
Tammy Baldwin has our back.
You made a cow.
Actually, it's a piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
Hi, we're Tim and Judy from Tomahawk Monument Company.
When we want the forecast for Tomahawk, we go to WJFW.com and check our hometown weather.
Your hometown weather, available 24/7 at WJFW.com.
During the spring, walking on trails can lead to a muddy mess. And since many people opt to walk on roads, being highly visible is important. The Oneida County Traffic Safety Commission is inviting walkers, bikers, and hikers to pick up free reflective safety vests. They're free for all Oneida County residents. The vests can be picked up at the Oneida County Highway Shop in Rhinelander Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
All right, I got a question for you guys. Why don't fish watch the March Madness basketball tournament? Well, it's because they're afraid of nets, of course. Well, all right. Let's get on with this week's Big Old Fish. And we start out with Scott Elias. Now, Scott is pictured here with two crappies that measured at 13 and 14 inches, respectively. And there was really no other information given, but 13, 14 inches, crappies? Of course those are big old fish, Scott. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. Next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Nora Jansen. Now, she was fishing on an Oneida County lake when she pulled this huge 14-and-a-quarter-inch crappie up all by herself. Now, it goes on to mention that it was caught on a tip-up using a medium shiner. Well, 15-and-a-quarter inches, crappie? Yeah, you know what I'm going to say, Nora. That is, in fact, one big old fish. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. And finally, on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Ben Marquardt. Now, it seems like he's had a bunch of success this year. He sent a few pictures in. And he says that this 48-inch Goliath, which is a muskie, by the way, hit a sucker minnow below a tip-up. And after many runs, he was able to land her, measure, and get a quick picture before a very successful release. Well, that's awesome. Let that fish go to fight another day. And let's just face it, 48 inches, muskie. Yeah, Ben, you know what I'm going to say. That is one big old fish. Way to go. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling Taxidermy fish mount is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
A lot of law firms claim to be experts at handling injury cases that involve large trucks. But handling one trucking case does not make you an expert on the subject. Experience matters in these cases. One local firm has handled 25 trucking cases which resulted in payments over $1 million each, and hundreds of others as well. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, and Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic. Which car and driver calls fun to drive? There's never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Enjoy one of our tasty bagel sandwiches paired with a caramel frappe.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, I'm Big Clarence, and I'm so terrific that Mall Furniture decided to name their latest and greatest sale after me, Big Clarence.
Sorry, Clarence. Apparently you misunderstood. It's Mall Furniture's clearance sale. And right now, the savings are phenomenal on all the top quality furniture at
Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
That's Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
Clarence!
That's clearance, Clarence.
Welcome to Land O'Lakes, Serenity at the top of Wisconsin.
Stay with us at the Gateway Lodge in Land O'Lakes. Relax in our indoor pool, delicious dinners, and the coziest lounge in town. Come back to tradition at the historical Gateway Lodge.
Getting results for Wausau. That's Katie Rosenberg. As mayor, Katie has worked hard to ensure everyone in Wausau has access to safe, PFAS-free water. She's invested in public safety and made the first increase in firefighters in a generation, hiring 12 new firefighter paramedics. Now Mayor Katie has a plan to lower utility costs, help small businesses grow, and expand manufacturing jobs. Katie Rosenberg for mayor. She's getting results for you.
At Donors Choose, we want students and teachers to have the tools they need for a great education. And now, more than ever, they need your support. Learn more at donorschoose.org.
A Hazelhurst author is now a #1 international bestseller. Bryn Lodig released her first book, No Child Left Inside. The book's aimed at boosting child education through outdoor and experiential learning. Only digital copies are available right now. Paper copies will be available for purchase in a few weeks. You can find No Child Left Inside on Amazon. Very cool.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I love people like that. Yeah, you know, always striving up for more. You know, she's probably writing another book now.
Hopefully.
We're probably going to want to write a book, too, by tomorrow morning. You don't want to go outside. I mean, it's going to be slippery. It's going to be snow on the ground. Some freezing rain's going to fall. Not the best conditions. Winter weather advisories have been issued till around 10 a.m. in some spots, and our eastern counties, are going to be expiring by around noon tomorrow. Now, we're going to see the wintry precipitation rolling on in by around 3 a.m. Then it's going to turn into some snow by around 6, 7 a.m. Here in the Northwoods, mainly a snow event. Then we're looking beautiful for Sunday, for Easter Sunday, and then more chances of rain and snow possibly.
That's good news. Thank you, Conrad. Have a great Easter, and we'll see you back here on Monday.
Hop on over to the Easter weekend Beat the Clock sale, Friday, Saturday, and Monday at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get savings up to 40% off clearance and special buy appliances, plus special financing for 60 months. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Transform your space with window images. 1-inch cordless vinyl blinds. They're room darkening and can be trimmed to width for free, starting at just $11.99 after rebate. Update your home's exterior with over 50 Patriot Lighting outdoor wall lights on sale now. Get this Mattia outdoor wall light for $19.98 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Marco Polo! Marco Polo! Marco? Polo? Marco? Polo?
Get lost in the biggest showroom in the USA. We will beat any deal by $500. Then power your new boat with Suzuki Outboards. 3 giant showrooms of boats, pontoons, and Suzuki Outboards only at American Marine, Shawano.
It's open season on cancer. Help us raise money for the Ronald McDonald House of Marshfield by purchasing a hat, an H2O Go bottle, or other special items. With your donation of $20, you'll receive over